to brag on my king. It is 116, Roman's 116. We talk about him daily cause he run this thing. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the Tripod. We're here again to talk the weekly wrestling of AEW or ATW and NXT. But today we will take out the trash first. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Punk's music hits. Yeah, Punk must always open Dynamite somehow because his feeble ass cannot stay awake too late. Punk's on commentary. It's the Owen Hart qualifier match they've been advertising for a while. It is Uncle Dax versus Cash. That's right, FTR going one-on-one. That's right, I have better action figure taste. Shout out to Mrs. Mangria for getting those for me. The crowd loves these guys. They seem to be equal, know each other better than anyone else. Punk's commentary, horrible. Commercial picture-in-picture. Cash is in control. Cash with the Triple Germans. Of course, when wrestling is on, that's when everyone walks in to talk to me. These two putting on an old school classic, loving all the counters, lots of near falls. Cash hits the pile driver, fight forever chant. Dax reverses a top rope belly to back and lands horribly on Cash. After a spill onto the outside, Cash looks like he hurt his leg. Dax attempts the sharpshooter, but hesitates. Cash turns it into an inside cradle. Dax reverses and picks up the win. Punk contributed absolutely nothing to this experience. Apparently, they were doing a tribute to Owen and Brett. They're mimicking a lot of the moves from that. I saw side-by-side comparisons. That was pretty cool. Let's just move on from this segment because it's official. We get Punk versus Hangman at Double or Nothing for the AEW Championship. Punk makes his way to the ring, running his mouth. He thinks he can still do this. Throws shade at Eddie Kingston. If that's for real, I love it. It's kind of funny that they keep saying "fuck you" like at every chance they can get on Twitter or on TV or something. I like that. He's gonna bring the fight to Hangman. Stixie Drip Trip, the Owen Hart qualifier, Dax versus Cash, and Punk running his mouth. What'd you think?
This was a really good match. This was a great opener. This was one of the two matches I was really looking forward to on this episode of Dynamite. And in my opinion, it delivered. I mean, both these guys, they know each other so well. And you had the human element of, oh, this is my tag team partner. I really don't want to I don't want to really hurt him too much. And then the pin was the good way for it to end. And I was really pleased with the match. And then CM Punk, I mean, the guy did a F-rated job on commentary. Came down and continued to bomb on the promo, basically covering for time. I mean, I know they had to rewrite, from what I read, they had to rewrite the show with the news that came out earlier in the day. So you could have had somebody else do a better improv than CM Punk, but I guess they consider him one of the golden boys on the mic. So I could have gone without it. I thought you have enough wrestlers. You could have threw in probably in the time he did a promo. You could have had a match during that time, but I guess anytime you get CM Punk on TBS, it's dynamite. So,
Hey Sticks, who's better, JH or Punk on commentary?
Thank Chris.
Cesar, your thoughts on the opening and the aftermath of Dynamite?
Aftermath is shit. You don't need that. Actually, I think you misspoke. I think he said something great about Eddie Kingston. Because he said everybody but Kingston was a warm-up till now, and now I'm warmed up.
Oh, okay. I thought they were throwing shade still.
No. I think he actually gave props to Kingston.
Okay.
Because he was like, from Darby to Dustin, everybody except for Eddie Kingston was a warm-up, and now I feel pretty warmed up. Some shit like that. Or maybe you just says you just didn't care about Kingston at all. You know what? Could go with this. Could go either way, depending how you look at it. Nobody cares because that old bitch was talking with his yellow ass teeth. Fucking teeth got jaundice because his liver doesn't work and he doesn't even drink. Fucking old ass bitch. I digress. Yeah, this was a great match. Old school match. Excalibur ruined it for me within the first 45 seconds when he said Dax hadn't got any wins in his whole singles career in AEW. I was like, oh, well, all right. Well,
Yep.
There goes the ending. I guess I just got to figure out how they're going to get here, but there it goes. It's right pretty much there.
Do either of them have a finisher, like a singles finisher?
Nope.
Is it just a
Nope.
sharpshooter? Oh, no? Okay.
Yep, that's probably why he rolled that bitch up at the end. Yeah, I guess that's a callback too from going from the sharpshooter to getting rolled up. Probably getting rolled up in the roll up. But no, yeah, it was a really good match. They both sold it well. They both had a really good, old school wrestling match, which I was fine with.
It's pretty good. Up next. Yep, Punk Heyman, Shade, blah, blah, blah. Dan Lambert and Scorpio Sky promo video. Scorpio is the face of TNT. Agreed. We get KFC versus QT Marshall and the Job Squad, or the Factory, whatever you want to call them. Regal on commentary says some battling granny shit. I don't know. I just heard it and I was like, what the fuck? So I just put it down. Wheeler is in his hometown, so he slips up first, giving Camarado the upper hand, heading into commercial picture-in-picture. Camarado looks like great value Zangief. KFC wins. The Doctor and Hater with Tony interview. Booty Storm says she has backup. It's Rudy Woodpecker. She has her back. Cesar, your thoughts on Dan Lambert, Scorpio Sky video, KFC versus QT and the Job Squad, and the Doctor and Hater with Tony and Tony. I don't blame you at all. I was
trying to remember what happened. The sad part is I watched it this morning. I still can't remember that shit. Once again, I was half asleep. I fell back asleep right after the FTR match. So I had to rewind that dumbass CM Punk promo. No, Scorpio Sky. Nah. They've ruined the TNT title. I think we talked about this last week. I'm not sure. I don't know what the fuck we talked about last week. But they've ruined the TNT title already. Not even on TNT anymore. So I don't even know why they still have that stupid thing. Sure, yeah. They're just playing hot potato with it between the last three guys that had it. It's stupid. They've ruined it. Yeah, second ladder match within like 2 months. It's dumb. I don't care. I really don't. What happened after that?
You know, okay. Let me be real here. John Moxley and Bryan Danielson, they're awesome in the ring. Their matches are great to watch. When you put QT Marshall on there, I'm still not sold on Wheeler. It's just like I was barely paying attention to this match. You know, sorry if anyone actually relies on us to cover every detail. This was not one of the details I was going to get specific on.
I don't like Daniel Bryanson and John Moxley as a tag team to begin with. They're two great singles wrestlers. They shouldn't be in a tag team. I don't like them as a pair to begin with.
Wait a minute. The greatest booker in the land got something wrong?
Yeah. And then you just paired him with William Regal, William Regal's the most entertaining thing at the mic because him and crazy ass JR just be spouting off some shit. And then anytime Skivone says something like, oh man, these guys are hard hitting and they'll kill you. And that's why William Regal must be training them. Oh, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said. What? Why do you sound like a crazy psychopath on the mic? Well, fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't get the hype over Wheeler Yuta. I mean, he pretty much got beat up by John Moxley and Daniel Bryan for a month. He got beat up by Chris Statlander on
Regal too.
On Regal too. Got beat up by Chris Statlander for like 8 weeks, all while Trent was out on BTE. And then because of it, they gave him an ROH championship, which I don't think he's defended, and he's in a trios. What's going to happen? Are they going to stand out there and cheat for him if he has to defend that thing? Like, ROH ain't back on TV, so he's just wasting TV time for one of the 38 niggas on Dark who ain't never seeing TV time again. He's out here with John Moxley and Daniel Bryan and whatever that crack his name is this week. Titty Balls. He's out here with Titty Balls. While they look dominating in the ring and don't take any offense from the other team, like they are never put on defense. He gets hit with like every single shot and every single move. Pam's ex looked like a fucking idiot. Then you had a old great value piece of trash, tall cracker, and then QT Marshall just looks like an idiot every time he's out there. Like his promos are trash. I mean, they say those can't do teach, and that's why he's the lead teacher at the factory. Let's just be honest. And then what happened after that?
After that, we got the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor, an old thick butt, was with thick butt version 2, more improved thick butt, or I should say 2.0. Tony Cheeks, and then she pulled old meth head Riho from off Dark. That bitch been on Dark for about 38 weeks herself. Pulled her off of Dark.
You mean Ruby?
Whatever, fuck whatever bitch name is. She ain't value no more. She had a hot 8 weeks, and then she got relegated to Dark. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Look at Scorpio. He had 400 something wins or something, whatever weeks or whatever dumb shit he was saying, all on Dark. Yeah, nobody watch that shit.
Yeah, Tony Skeets treats the new flavors of the month like Big League Chew. Like they're good for a week and a half, and the flavor's gone. He's like, next, what other WWE guy can I bring out here?
Yeah, I mean, there was no Samoa Joe. I think he was just talked about in promos.
Yeah, he had a match on Rampage.
Wasn't he a major signing or something? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. He gonna end up on Dark. So yeah, they came out there and talked some trash. And Britt told bitch they were going to catering. Jesus Christ.
Her home away from home.
Her home away from home, fucking catering. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I mean, Britt got her words in. Jamie Hayter just out there looking thick, and Tony Storm looking thick too. So when they fight, that's gonna be some rumble in the jungle in them pants. So I'm looking forward to that.
Sticks, KFC versus QT, Great Value, Zangief, etc. And then the doctor and Hater, Tony, all that shit. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know why they have the KFC gang together. I mean, Moxley could be over in New Japan doing some action over there. I mean, hell, you could even have Bryan Danielson over there. I know he had talked about doing it. But, I mean, with Wheeler Yuta, essentially he's the guy that's going to take all the offense. And then one of those two will get the hot tag in, and then they'll all three do sweet-looking finishing moves to win. So I really hope they don't become tag team champions, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up getting it. I wouldn't even be surprised, too, if all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're going to start having trios champions. And and in the trios championship match, we get KFC and maybe the undisputed elite. Who knows?
Yep.
But this was just to get KFC a win. I mean, the Job Squad, they're just there to catch L's on main TV. And anytime we get the Doctor and Jamie and Tony Cheeks on TV, yeah, you'll get my attention. Mm-hmm. So that was good. I was sports entertained with that.
Old Tony Two Cheeks.
Oh yeah.
Tony with Tony Schiavone with Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian. Christian says Jack sounds like a loser. Open challenge issued for the tag titles, and absolute Ricky Starks and P2H answer. Luchasaurus wastes oxygen. Murder Hawk out for his match. MJF and Spears back up in the owner's box insulting Philly women. directly in front of a little girl. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Like seconds before he started insulting the women, this little girl's like, "Hey, what about little girl? No music," and cuffed Wardlow out. Murder Hawk flies out of the ring onto security and Wardlow. The match starts with a Hurricane Rana from Wardlow. Murder Hawk already spent. Even tries to use the claw on Wardlow. He does dish out some major offense, leading to a near fall blackout. Wardlow able to hit a senton bomb, followed by the power bomb symphony. 4 power bombs later, Wardlow gets the win as Jake the Snake was angry that he wasn't able to finish himself off because the match was so short. Sticks, your thoughts? We got Murder Hawk. Well, first we got the Ricky Starks and P2H answering the open challenge to Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, and then the match between Murder Hawk and Wardlow.
It was really good. I'm glad they're starting to give more TV time to Ricky and P2H outside of Ricky doing commentary on Rampage. I mean, both these guys can go. I think they can be a pretty good formidable tag team. So, and them going against Luchasaurus and Jungle Jack, that should be a pretty good match. And with Murder Hawk and Wardlow, we're keeping that continuing climb for Wardlow. I mean, the idea of MJF coming out and then berating before the match. I mean, MJF climbs out of bed and he can do that at just waking up. So that's good to get him on TV. And then with them not having any music for Wardlow allows the crowd to get into it, start chanting Wardlow. And pretty much right now, they're just throwing any big guy that they got on the roster or Tony Skeets can write a check for really quick to continue to take that L for Wardlow. So, I mean, this wasn't a match that jumped off the screen, was going to make anybody excited, but I mean, good job on Wardlow for getting the win. So,
Cesar, we have our boy Ricky Starks and P2H. That's right. They answer the open challenge. And then we have Murder Hawk. He already got winded hearing his name versus Wardlow. What'd you think?
What do you call that cracker? Smooth brain? Luchasaurus, smooth brain dinosaur. Fucker ain't got no wrinkles. He's dumb as shit. Jungle Boy still letting one loss get to him. He's supposed to be a champ, supposed to have some swagger, talk your talk, as a cracker we gonna talk about it, would say, it's a promo, but yeah, Ricky Starks carried that promo as he always does. If they actually do wrestle, I think it'll be a pretty good match. Maybe they'll be gearing up soon. I thought it would be great. I'm over this Wardlow shit already. I don't know. It's just feeding him to feed him now. Like, we know he can do that. That's how you introduced him into AEW. For him to do it again is kind of like when Goldberg lost the title. And then that cracker said, you got to get all 52 wins again to get another title shot, towards the end of WCW. I kind of feel this is it. We all know he's going to win. He's going to powerbomb a cracker 3 or 4 times. And he's going to have no entrance. He's just going to walk to the ring. MJF's part is good. And I guess it helps Shawn Spears get TV time. Sure. Get your check, Spears. I mean, you ain't doing nothing different than you were doing WWE. I'm pretty sure Vince was paying you more. If he was paying you anything like he was paying Matt Cardona not to do shit every week. But sure. But the match, though, I mean, yeah, it was nothing to write home about. Murder Hawk was winded as soon as the first move was out, and he didn't even do it. All he did was roll over, and he was yelling for a cheeseburger. And then, Wardlow just they I guess, traded some shit, and Wardlow powerbombed his dumbass 4 times. And then pinned him, and then got his dumbass up out of the ring. So I guess we got to wait till Double or Nothing, I guess, for be like a 2-on-1. You can get released for his contract and get music back and then have a regular entrance and shit. And then Wardlow was all elite because Tony Skeets signed him. Next case.
Murder Hawk loses so much, Jake the Snake's going to relapse.
I'm pretty sure he already has.
Up next, the Jericho Appreciation Society are out. They continue to mock WWE. Very original AEW Galaxy. All right, guys, we get it. They talk with Eddie, Santana, and Ortiz. They were pacing. Jericho wants an apology from them. Santana and Ortiz have middle fingers for them. Ortiz still have them shoes as a trophy. Oh, shut up. I swear on my mother. And when he said it, I was like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme. He said it. He said it. Your mother.
He said the thing. Yeah, your mother.
Eddie screams at 2.0. Jericho screams at Eddie to hit him so he can get fired. He sits down. Eddie then screams in Jericho's face till the chair can't stand no more. Don't tell Eddie you're going to put a hit out on him. Just a word of advice. Philly Street Fight is up next. Serena Deeb with 12 pounds of makeup versus Hikaru Shida. Shida in her 80s Bruce Springsteen music video gear. Deeb targets the leg of Shida heading into commercial picture-in-picture. Deeb just relentless attacking the legs of Shida. Tranny Manson cannot do anything but count to 3 as she watches Deeb dismantle Shida. I just noticed the huge wet spot on the mat from the water bottles Eddie knocked over earlier.
It's there for the rest of the night.
Unprofessional. WWE would never do.
Vince would never. He would have had a new mat out there during a commercial picture-in-picture.
Vince McMahon is rolling in his grave. No. Deeb with a Fuji-inspired powder bomb to Shida's eyes. Shida starts swinging kendo stick wildly, almost striking Tranny Manson, which would have been the highlight of the year in AEW. She splashes water in her eyes, and the crowd chants, H2O. Yep. Deeb's so damn smart, countering Shida's attack with a chair. Man, these women are going to be sore tomorrow. Sassafras, JR says. Deeb hits the detox on a chair, gets a near fall. Texas Cloverleaf applied, and Deeb gets the win. Nice. Thunder Rosa watched as Deeb's arm is raised. Cesar, we got the Jericho Appreciation Society segment with Eddie, Santana, and Ortiz, and then the Philly Street Fight. What'd you think?
Yeah. Best part is that Cracker still got them shoes. Still got them shoes. He just needs to come out with them shits for like the next 8 weeks. 2.0 is, for me, is worse now for some reason. I don't know. These guys suck. I'm not even sorry, Bretsky. I hope you watch this and get mad.
All I see is that dude's square head ever since Jericho.
Like, I don't know. Like, it was funny in NXT when they were like this. But I think they're just like trying to be loud, angry WWE mad, and it just doesn't do it for me. It was funnier when they were just dicks. But they're just like, I don't know. Then, you know, I think they just kind of turned me off with some dude had an article and he said one of them could be like a future world champion. And I was like, nigga, what is you smoking? Because you need to pass them drugs to me.
He meant thumb wrestling.
I guess. I guess, you know, Jericho's, you know, got the star power to hopefully get these guys over. But I see where they're going with the WWE thing, because they got to shit on WWE at least once an episode. But other than that, yeah, okay. I don't know why they were meeting, but to say they were going to have a match, they still never said they were going to have a match. And Jericho's right. They're fucking idiots because it's 5-on-3. But yeah, you put a hood out on Eddie Kingston, he ain't gonna care. That nigga gonna stab you in your neck. So I'm hoping he's gonna stab somebody in the neck. I can finally quit watching wrestling because I have seen it all. That's my only goal left in life. Yeah, Philly Street Fight. Yes. Serena Deeb had me laughing the whole time. I don't know about y'all. When that bitch was sitting there, not to call that hoe no bitch, but that bitch was sitting in that chair coming after break, or she cracked old girl's knee and she just leaned back chilling. I laughed for like 3 minutes. I was like, damn, this is a good spot. And she's not even doing anything. She's just like sitting here. Like, come on, bitch. Get your broke leg knee ass up so I can fuck you up some more. Then she pulled that old crack cocaine right at the bottom. of the damn ring, threw the cocaine in that bitch's face. I was like, damn, man, that white girls always know where that cocaine is at. Damn right, she's from Virginia. She threw the coke in her face. That's what we get it, baby. We sell packs around here. Yeah, she had that little cup of coffee, that cocaine, threw it right in her face. Yeah, I thought old girl was going to hit old Aubrey with the cane, and I was going to be able to turn that match off because nothing was going to be greater than that. Yeah,
It's like,
give that shit 10 stars in the Tokyo Dome. She'd have cracked old Albs. Yeah, big ass wet spot, which was there for the rest of the goddamn night. I was hoping somebody would slip in it or something to make it obvious. That would have been great. But yeah, it was, sorry.
Sticks, Jericho Appreciation Society, Eddie, your mother. He actually said it. Santana, Ortiz. We got the Philly street fight. What say you, brother?
These promos, I mean, if Jericho, I mean, you got the best parts are Eddie and Jericho, but they can only carry this for so long. I mean, we either got to get a match or we got to get some kind of surprise that they have two guys that are joining them to help even out the numbers. If they're going to try to carry this out, they're going to try to cover this out for Double or Nothing. It's going to be a long, long ride to get there. But then the Philly street fight, I mean, Serena, let's just be real honest, Serena Deeb made that match. I mean, she's been the one that's really carried this program, this feud to here. And her getting the win was the right thing. And it just surprising. It just shows you had Shida was your women's champion, and she was champion for almost a year, a little over a year.
Over a year.
And now she's got this feud with Deeb, and now she's gonna possibly be back to doing dark matches or dark elevation. So I mean, this shows you how strong their women's division is. That one of your former champions is doing this feud is probably going to go back to Sunday tapings for Monday night or Tuesday night.
I hope the end result of the women's division. Deeb is now my new second favorite. I want to see the Doctor and I want to see Deeb. Each of them holding the championship.
Don't you threaten us with a good time.
TNT or TBS, I want both of them holding gold very soon. Up next, we have MJF and Spears interviewed by Lindsay Lexi and screams at her. MJF calls Big Cass. He going to face Wardlow next week. Oh boy, could Enzo and Cass be headed to AEWWE?
Did you see that shit Zenka put out? It was like Saturday or Friday. Did you not see that one in his story?
What?
He had some dude on Twitter. It was a tweet, and it said, Big Cass is stupid as shit. Like, he does nothing in WWE. He's the worst wrestler ever. And then he had like the guy's new tweet right under it. It said, yo, Big Cass is coming to AEW to fight Wardlow. I love this shit.
God,
I fucking hold on, because I know I responded to it. They laughed at it. It might still be in my DMs, but I was geeked out hard at it, and I wanted to honestly check Twitter to see if it was like.
Well, Sticks, has Big Cass been doing good in Impact? Can you see him being
he's strong again?
A great addition, or do you think he could actually take? He's not going to take Wardlow out, but do you think he's going to put up a good fight at least?
Maybe depending on how AEW wants to use him. Impact had him in a triple threat for the Impact Championship. I think around January or February, and I think right now he's kind of got a thing going on with Jordan Grace where they're pretty much. I think those two are gonna. I don't know if they're doing something with Myers and Cardona, because Myers and Cardona and Chelsea Green, I think, have kind of formed a faction.
Yeah, they're back together. I seen that shit online.
Yeah, I think they're called like the Major Players.
Major Players.
And for a while there, Cass, or if you want to call him Morrissey.
Yeah.
Not Ryder, but Myers would come out and he'd be doing just like commentary on just certain matches. But then after the match would get over with,
Morrissey would come out and fuck with him every week. Yeah,
his announce table.
yeah, every week.
And so for some reason they've got Jordan Grace kind of mixed up in it now, and I think they're going to actually be a tag team, and I think they might be going against the major players.
She fought Zack Ryder for some like
the social media title.
Social media title, yeah, and that was actually pretty good. It was a goddamn.
That was the transition for the heel turn for Cardona to go full heel because he would use the title, he would cheat to win.
Yeah, but then there was like no rules, and he power drive this bitch on like a thing of Legos. And like hit the bitch with an old Nokia phone.
Yeah. So those two are being.
It was actually pretty good, man. Grant. If you want to YouTube it and waste about a good 10, 15 minutes of some like funny, gimmicky, but still good wrestling, look that shit up.
So Cass and Myers are pulling Alana and Nia, where he's getting put through a table every fucking.
Yeah, put through it, and then like as soon as like the match is over, like I remember one week as soon as the match was over because they were still announcing. And he's like, oh, wait, because I think it was a roll-up. He's like, is that it? And then because Morrissey kept running out and he ran off.
Yeah.
He could get powerbomb through the table.
They've actually used Morrissey pretty good. I want to say I think he re-upped with them. So I think his contract was up end of February, beginning of March. And I think he re-upped with them because they've actually been using him. He's got TV time. So he hasn't been that bad on Impact so far.
He's not fat anymore. He's like super cut.
Yeah, he's gotten ripped.
Is Enzo in Impact?
No.
Okay.
No, Enzo's still doing weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would rather see Morrissey come solo than with that irritating little prick who is on Twitter right now saying "fuck Vince." Anyone with the name Vince is a fucking prick, or he said something like that. I don't know. But Cesar, thoughts on Morrissey? Any thoughts on him facing Wardlow next?
Trash because he's gonna lose.
Can Wardlow pick up that big fuck?
Wardlow's got all kinds of roids in him. He can pick up anything.
Right. Up next, of course, it's Black Magic Cracker shit. About to unmask Fuego. I was half paying attention until Alex Abraham was in the ring, or so we thought, saying it's sacrilege to unmask a luchador. Penta comes out, Pat comes out, and then Alex comes out. The person in ring was the returning Rey Fenix with a shovel. A brawl ensues. He was dressed all in white, by the way, the opposite of Black Magic Cracker shit. Cesar, thoughts on the returning Rey Fenix?
I mean, I know you jerked off to it, so go ahead and wax poetic.
Twice. Sticks, thoughts on Phoenix rising from the ashes with a shovel?
What is with this shovel? What is with this golden shovel they have?
I don't even remember the genesis of that. Was Penta digging something up?
Penta was bringing. Remember, he dug himself out the grave. That's why he's wearing all the black now. That's why he's Penta Osquero. And then he kept bringing the golden shovel to the ring, even though Cody had the golden shovel first in some match.
It was like symbolism for burying talent or something. I don't know.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, but this cracker unburied himself with the golden shovel.
Sticks, we're gonna see. You want to talk about trios tag? We're gonna see Black Magic Cracker shit versus the Death Triangle. More trios tag action. We need that. I mean, it is.
That's
it is
gonna be on the pay-per-view.
It is, so I'll allow it. But I'm saying, what did you think of this?
It's good to see Phoenix back on TV. I mean, we all know you're a super fan. I mean, we're fans of him. I mean, the guy's a good wrestler, singles or as a tag team or even as a trios. So it's good to see him back, and it was good that his arm wasn't as bad as we all thought it was.
Yeah, man, the months ago that looked fucking freaky. Thank God he was returned. Up next, Swerve must face Darby in an Owen qualifying match. Of course, Sting, the Brother Slayer, in his corner. 10-man tag time. Undisputed Elite versus Varsity Blondes, Dante Martin, Brock Anderson, and Big Shotty with One-Eyed Buffy being emo. Undisputed Elite win. I really did not pay any attention to this and put on shirts. Jericho Appreciation Society ambushed Eddie, Santana, and Ortiz. Jericho shoots a fireball in Eddie's face. Eddie sells it like a champ. Rudy Woodpecker checks on him. Sticks, your thoughts on, well, we already know what happened now, but Swerve versus Darby in the Owen qualifying match, the Undisputed Elite 10-man tag, and then the fireball from Jericho.
I'm assuming that some people know that Darby and Swerve do have a past on the Indies. So I was looking forward to this match on Rampage, and just not a spoiler, but I enjoyed it. It was a good match. The Undisputed Elite. I mean, come on, guys, you got to come up with something different. I mean, the wars, the Wednesday wars are over. I mean, you got the one guy that was scaring you on Wednesdays. He's on your program now. You come up with something. I'd have more respect for you if you came up with something totally different than this. But I mean, hey, congratulations on all 10 guys getting TV time, and congratulations on making another T-shirt that all the AEW trolls will go out and buy probably as soon as they put the tweet out for the T-shirt for Pro Wrestling Tees. So good on that. And what was the other thing?
Jericho with the fireball to Eddie's face.
I mean, we knew something was going to happen. I feel sorry for Eddie. I mean, this guy sold this, and then he sold the exploding barbed wire death match. I mean, our guy has done numerous jobs for this company, and he did all that stuff to be able to get just a pay-per-view victory over Jericho.
And he put over Punk.
Yeah. So this guy should be at least, I mean, if we're handing out the TNT championship, he should at least had like a 2-week reign with all the stuff he's done for this company. I mean, this guy is, I mean, yeah, he's in somewhat high profile feuds, but this guy needs to have a championship reign, a singles run. So if he doesn't get that within the next couple of months, then he's been so misused and done so much good things for this company.
By the way, Sticks, Tony Skeets gave him a choice. He's like, okay, guys, you could either be the Undisputed Elite or the Bullet Era. It's only those two you have to choose from. No. Cesar, your thoughts on, well, did you see Rampage?
No.
Darby and Swerve, the Undisputed Elite 10-man, and Jericho fireball to Eddie.
Swerve and Darby was the best segment out of all those three.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm watching a movie. I don't really care about anything you just said. So
main event ladder match. It's
no. I'll get to it. Swerve and Darby are great. I did watch parts of their match on Rampage. I'm actually probably going to watch that and turn the rest of it off. That 10-man tag was a bunch of bullshit. Nobody even cares. We don't even care.
Nope.
They don't even care. They really just had it to do sure. And then obviously you have to do some WWE shit because it's Jericho. And this cracker turned into David Blaine, Chris Angle mind freak shit, throwing fireballs like he's Ken and Ryu in Street Fighter 2 up in Eddie Kingston's face on some stupid shit. Sure. Okay. And then, yeah, so Eddie's going to come out with some, like, fire gel on his face next week.
Oh, no.
He's finally going to stab a cracker in the middle of the ring. I can stop watching wrestling because my hit list will be done. That's it. I cannot wait. Eddie Kingston brings a real fucking knife into a ring or a pistol. If Tony Skeets had some real balls, he would have Eddie come with a pistol in his fucking jeans. He'd have the tool ready to shoot. Ready to shoot Jericho. Oh, I guarantee you would get ratings. I guarantee you, if he pulled a gun out on live TV, it would get ready.
He's no
Really?
Brian Pillman though.
Yeah, he ain't no BP ready to shoot. You know what I mean? BP was crazy. I think that thing might have been loaded. They should have checked that shit for blanks, baby. BP is crazy. But yeah, Eddie needs to pull a tool out. He needs to get the tool. Speaking of pulling up the tool, R.I.P. Dex.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
He needs to come out with the tool because we ain't got the G to do it no more. He ain't on TV no more. Eddie needs to pull a tool out and shoot some tires or something. Just give me something. Shoot something on live TV, please.
No, you know what they're gonna do? Since Jericho's whole was spitting WWE angles, he's gonna do like the whole Stone Cold with the gun to Vince. But only Eddie's gonna have a toy gun to Jericho's head, and when he pulls the trigger, the flag's gonna say "Your mother."
That would be pretty fucking funny.
God, I hope not.
Tony Skeets, you better use that. You better use that because you steal all the shit that comes from this channel. You steal all the shit that comes from this channel. If I don't see that in like 2 weeks, you fucked up, man. Fucked up.
Up next is the main event ladder match for the TNT Championship. It's Sammy versus Scorpio Sky with Dan Lambert. There's some crazy ass shit, of course. Scorpio and Sammy recreate the ladder spot from the previous match, only with Scorpio hitting the cutter this time. Ladder wrapped in barbed wire spots looked very painful. I'll give him credit for there. Tay Conti low blows Dan Lambert, that bitch.
Kick the shit out of it.
With all said and done, though, Scorpion, that'd be a better name. Scorpio regains the TNT Championship. Cesar, what did you think of this Spot Fest main event of Dynamite?
This bullshit barbed wire. Nobody was bleeding.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Nobody was bleeding. And the nigga landed flat on that barbed wire with Spanish fly and he won't bleed. Then this damn wetback is thrown off the top of the ladder, right, into the damn barbed wire ladder, right, and then fall out the goddamn ring. Now, usually when people fall out the goddamn ring, they stay dead for 15 minutes and 83 seconds, like that cracker John Moxley did in that one tag team match where they was fighting goddamn FTR when that cracker was playing dead outside the goddamn ring. While this nigga CM Trash with his old ass was fighting the tag team champs by himself after he got dropped on his fucking head and then got hit with a damn big rig on his head. You goddamn right. But no. What does old wetback do? He had like the goddamn INS was in the front row, hops right back up on the apron, springboards off the fucking ropes like he's crossing the Mexican Gulf into Florida, and he's back on top of the goddamn ladder eating oranges with Florida Man, fighting it out for the goddamn title again. What kind of cracker shit is this? You mean tell me I throw your dumb ass off a ladder? Off a ladder, 10, 12, 15 feet in the air. I don't know how tall the bitch was. You land on a barbed wire ass ladder. Not only do you not cut up your back, but you don't get stuck to it because you're a damn sweaty man that's been wrestling. Then you fall from on the bottom of the ring to the outside of the ring. Because you just landed on a ladder, a fucking ladder from Lowe's or Home Depot, hard as shit. There's metal, wood, and shit all up in there, hard plastic and shit. And then you're just gonna jump back on the apron and then jump springboard like a goddamn rabbit coming out of a cracker's hat from the previous segment with Chris Jericho throwing fucking magic fireballs and shit like he's eating a flower in a Mario Brothers 3. You're just gonna jump back up here on some cracker shit like this? The fuck out of here. I thought you niggas supposed to be selling moves, supposed to be professionals. You don't eat some ladder like this. Jeff Hardy was on cocaine and he don't even eat ladders like this back in WWE and SummerSlam 2000. He don't even eat ladders. He's probably on heroin, which is even worse. He's on heroin and he know how to sell a damn ladder spot. You just gonna eat some damn barbed wire ladder and then bounce your hot bunny ass right back up like that bitch be bouncing on your dick and Pam be crying. And then did you guys see that tweet? Ooh, yeah. Man, they said Sammy dropped the title so fast.
I saw that.
Pam. The best thing to happen to that shit title since Cody had it about 5 times. God damn. Yeah, I don't care who won because it's stupid. If it was going to be Scorpio again, he shouldn't have lost it the first time because he's still a dick and he's still a heel. So he's not like a. I don't even care why they trying to switch them between trading title reigns. Now Sammy's a heel, Scorpio's like a tweener or something. It's stupid. Shit is stupid. Quit playing hot potato with the title. You didn't like it when Charlotte and Sasha did it.
I was
like
about to say that. I was about to
we
say
didn't
that.
like it then. It's stupid. All it does is like we didn't like it when Cena and Edge did it. And they were putting on crazy matches like this. We didn't like it. Like somebody keep the fucking title. Have some reigns. Yeah, fine if a guy comes back 6 months later, 4 months later and beats you for it. I think I would have liked the feud better. But when y'all just train it back and forth every 3 weeks to, every 3 weeks to 3 weeks, you don't respect the title. You're just abusing it. So that's why this shit title's ruined anyway, because you fucks ruined it by training it for the last 4 months. I don't even got no order. Title's like that girl at a restaurant that everybody smashes, man. Shit, it's just passed around. It's just, it's just your turn. And she ain't your girl. It's just your turn. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really out here.
Sticks, apparently they get their ladders from Home Depot, but they get their barbed wire from the thrift store. Because nobody was bleeding, like Cesar said. What did you think of this main event?
I was disappointed in it, really. I might have been one of the few that had kind of high hopes for this, and I wasn't pleased with it. I wasn't sports entertained with it. I mean, you had Scorpio get just flat backed on it and does a good job of selling it, but I mean, you don't see any punctures or anything, and then Sammy gets thrown off a ladder onto it like they were like a bunch of, like when they're trying to climb the wall and it was a battle for the winner to get across the wall. He got thrown off it back into the freaking pond of doom, and then like finding out Taco Bell's having a three tacos for one sale. His ass is back in that ring up on that ladder so quick. The integrity. I mean, there's no integrity with this title. I mean, I saw a tweet that Sean Ross Sapp put down, like, this championship, that even though it's been passed around, think of all the stuff that is done for these wrestlers. I'm like, what? Yeah, okay, but what has it done for the title? I mean, the APPW YouTube Championship has more integrity than this time.
Oh man! Shout out to APPW coming back soon, people.
Coming back soon.
Seriously, I mean, this time, I mean, the TBS Championship has more integrity than this title.
One owner, only one owner only.
And she's had it for damn near 6-7 months.
And Tony, cut the shit.
But I mean, I know we're gonna get Scorpio and Frankie next. If Scorpio loses to Kazarian, you better have Kazarian have that title for a while and allow him to take it and run with it. Because if Scorpio loses to Kazarian, then Kazarian loses it. If this is going to be a passing, then you're wasting TV time and these wrestlers' time in the ring for this stupid shit.
So I had a thought before we get off of ATW completely. For about 8 months now, ever since I saw that State Farm is sponsored AEW, and I've seen the Jake from State Farm commercial 4,000 times, possibly more, because I watch it live like an idiot. I was flirting with the idea of ultimate caveats. I haven't quite figured out the details, but something that's so out there that if it happens, like you win an entire pay-per-view by default or something. Cesar saying, as he's been saying for a couple of weeks now, if I see someone get stabbed, that's it. I'm done watching wrestling. I've seen it all. That would be a funny ultimate.
I'm picking that every time.
That would be a funny ultimate caveat for Cesar.
Like Eddie Kingston if Eddie Kingston brings a gun, I'm picking it every time. Just write it down.
If Santana and Ortiz, one of them, they actually stab somebody, like gimmick stab somebody, that would be the ultimate caveat. Cesar wins an entire pay-per-view by default.
Okay. If we
Hold
do
on.
ultimate
Let me
caveat-
finish. My ultimate caveat, just because I've been seeing these State Farm commercials for way too long.
I know where you're going.
Somehow,
I know where you're going.
somehow, like when Dolph was the colonel for fucking KFC, if Jake from State Farm gets in the ring somehow in some capacity on AEW TV or a stupid commercial for AEW, that would be an ultimate caveat for me, is Jake from State Farm, because they've been a sponsor for so long, gets
That can actually
involved
happen.
somehow with AEW.
No, that can actually happen. That can actually happen.
That's why it's an ultimate caveat. It's something
That's
that
not ultimate. That
there's
can
like,
actually
there's
happen.
like a shred of it happening.
There's no way they're stabbing somebody on TV.
And that's why it's
Okay.
an ultimate caveat.
No. You can pay
So
State
my
Farm enough money
question
to
for
get Jake.
Sticks is, if hypothetically those were our two ultimate caveats, what would your ultimate caveat be? And not something that's a layup like we've been doing on pay-per-views, but something so out there would be your ultimate caveat.
No, I'm going to take yours to a higher level. Jake from State Farm's going to become TNT champion.
See,
And
that's an
he
ultimate
stabbed
caveat.
someone. And he
No.
stabbed someone.
That's an ultimate caveat. See, Maker, what you said is like a layup for an ultimate caveat. 'Cause
Oh,
he
get
couldn't
the
show
hell
up.
out of here. No,
Yes, it
no way. That's
Yes, it
never
is.
going to happen.
No, because you know what's going to happen.
No
You know what'll
way.
happen?
There's no way. There's
You know
no
what's
way.
going to happen?
No
They're going
way,
to jump
Jake
into
from
the
State
crowd.
Farm.
He will be front row. He will be front row in that slim fit freaking red sweater, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden he's going to come out and he's going to beat somebody and climb a ladder and become
He
champion.
beat Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as
He'll be
no, no,
Scorpio.
as soon as
He's going to be Scorpio. That's how it's going to end.
as soon as State Farm sponsors a pay-per-view, you can guarantee Jake will get in a ring. That is a layup of an ultimate caveat. Stabbing somebody in the ring? Stabbing somebody in the ring.
Ring. I thought
Yeah.
you meant like at a backstage, like with the fireball.
No,
with
I
Jericho.
mean in the ring. Like I want somebody to fake getting stabbed in the ring.
I wouldn't say impossible. I
No.
wouldn't say impossible. I would not say impossible.
No, no.
All right. If
Have
you
you
say
seen
backstage,
ECW?
if you say backstage, then technically John Cena's been stabbed in a bar fight and showed everybody his scar when he came back from the Rumble.
Oh, you mean with Carlito?
No, remember that he wore the bandage on his back because he was like just fake injured, and then he had to take 3 weeks off. And he said he got stabbed in a Boston bar fight, and he was showing people the scar from
It was
the.
Carlito, right? It was the Carlito.
Yeah, it was Carlito.
case.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't Carlito. He was facing Carlito for like the U.S. title. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was when Carlito beat him for the title, and then Carlito had the U.S. title, and John
Yeah.
Cena took 3 weeks off because they said he was getting stabbed. He got stabbed in a bar fight. So technically, that has happened off camera. I want to see somebody, if they want to try to sell it, I want to see somebody really pull a knife out in the ring and like stab somebody. That's what I'm trying to see.
They didn't use a knife, but I think somebody didn't Gage or somebody use a fork and stab Jericho in the fucking forehead like multiple times. He was going like
Yeah. No, what's Kraken? Kraken did that shit and licked the fork.
Yeah, Nick Gage.
Gage,
GCW.
right?
Yeah, Nick Gage. Yeah, he stabbed him with it. Yeah, but I know I want like a Crocodile Dundee knife. I want to see somebody fake that shit.
You call that a knife? No.
Yeah, you call that a knife?
They'll grand plan it in the back so that way they'll have like super extra padding or something like that with like the movie CGI blood packets, and they'll still fuck it up. I mean, so whoever will go to do it, the guy will move.
It's my dream, though. It is
It'll-
my dream.
It's gonna be the retractable knife you get at Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, I don't care.
Retractable.
I don't care as long as somebody gets stabbed. Fine, you get stabbed in the backstage. That's totally fine. But I want to see you get stabbed live.
No, they'll have that fake knife that has like the fake blood in it that moves every time you move the knife.
Move it.
He'll
Yeah.
do that, and then he'll pull the knife out, and all the blood will be on the bottom of the blade instead of being at the top
Yeah,
of the blade.
um,
And there'll be like the fake blood packets off the side.
Nothing's official, but if one of these things happen, we're gonna have to do an emergency podcast.
Yeah, right
If
there.
one of these
right
things happen, we're gonna if Jake from State Farm shows up or someone gets fucking stabbed, we are gonna have to do an emergency podcast. But
Okay. I would have to say, if we're making these like ultimate things, you don't have to be super specific. So yes, like if Jake, like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
why I
saying,
said Jake from State Farm just somehow gets in the ring or gets
he
involved
can get in the
somehow.
ring. They're gonna sponsor a
Somehow.
pay-per-view. Watch. He's gonna hop the guardrail and get in the ring and spear somebody.
If you know what, if Sticks what he said, that would be fucking hilarious. If he becomes TNT champion.
I wouldn't even be mad at that. I would not be. I wouldn't be mad at that. I'd just be like, yeah, this. I knew this
But
dumb shit would
Sticks,
happen.
After we're getting done with this, I am getting in Tony Skeet's DMs, and I'm saying, at Double or Nothing, State Farm needs to become TNT champion.
he's gonna be in the casino battle royal. He's
Royale.
he's the
And he's gonna
Joker.
win the opportunity to fight for a championship.
I don't even care if he wins at the pay-per-view and then turns around and drops it on Wednesday. I don't care. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But
I mean,
Sticks,
David Arquette has been world champion.
Sticks,
anything can
if
happen.
you can think about this and tell us later in the chat or anything, if you come up with a totally out there ultimate caveat, let us know. But until then, now it's time to talk about the A show, NXT. I said it normal because the world of NXT was rocked this past week. We had a must-see. Malcolm is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He did not renew his contract. We have the God of Goats, Dexter Lumis. Big ups to the God of Goats. Big ups to Stallion Pete. And big ups to Persia Parada. We ain't ever going to see that ass on NXT again. Who else?
Dakota Kai.
The captain. Let's all do it at one time. The captain, the team kick. Old wall butt herself, all the respect in the world to her. She should have been NXT Women's Champion at least once, or at least they could have called her up to the main roster and Tony stormed her. I don't know. They should have did something other than just releasing her. But
I'm gonna buy a t-shirt right now.
she's young. She I mean, never say never. The door's not closed on Dakota Kai. We could see her end up anywhere, hopefully not AEW. But the future is bright for that young lady as well. She even said, I'm not dead, y'all. She was on Twitter saying that to Bailey and shit. Yeah, there was a lot of NXT release. Harland is gone. The Fudget NXT's Thank Chris is gone. Harland.
Dookie's gone.
Dookie. Duke? Oh yeah, Duke is still there, right? Duke Hudson?
No, Duke is there.
Is he there? I thought he got released.
Are you sure? Duke Hudson?
I thought somebody said something. I thought.
No, Duke Hudson's all there by himself. It's like him and
Persia. Yeah, Persia's gone.
Dookie.
I thought somebody.
No.
I thought
Dookie is dead because Persia is gone.
I don't know. I mean, he could have got released during this podcast, but I wouldn't put it past him. But let's kick off a somber. Well, it's somber now. It wasn't somber then. NXT, Nikita's body opens up the show. That's how every week should open. Wade says Nikita's body is all cake. Oi. We get Nikita Lyons versus Lash Legend. Out of control brawl to start. Might have been a wardrobe malfunction as the screen goes black.
Yep.
I didn't see anything about it, but I did.
Oh, no. Lash Legend cussed, but they didn't catch it.
But why would the screen go black?
I have no idea. There ain't no titties come out. That shit's too tight.
Lash showing dominance, even gets a mouthful of Nikita's sniz, but Nikita reverses a powerbomb attempt into a Hurricane Rana, followed by a Trouble in Paradise kick to Lash's tits for the win. Natty, old lion face, attacks out of nowhere. Cora for the save, Darby style, using a skateboard. You can pretty much hear Teddy Long screaming, tag team match, player. That will for sure happen next week, and yes, it did. But Cesar, your thoughts on the opening of NXT for the week?
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. Yeah, I don't know if somebody's titty popped out. It had to be Lash Legends. Because Nikita shit is too tight. Way too tight with all them fucking bands and shit she got on. I did hear Lash cuss when Nikita like spiked her back in the ring. She was like, ah, shit. Shit had me crying. But yeah, Nikita's coming along. Wasn't too mad at the match. Looks like Lash is coming along too. A good opener. Then yeah, you're gonna get Natty out there to beat a bitch. Only thing I would say is like Lash got pinned from the kick, which sounded deep, by the way. That shit sounded real deep. Got pinned by the kick, and as soon as Natty came out, she's like back on her feet stomping. Just sell the move a little bit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Take a little, 5 count.
Or grab your titties at least. Be like, oh.
Yeah. Just hold your titties for at least 5 count. Hold your titties when you're stomping a bitch. Hold your gut wherever she kicked you at. You know what I'm saying? A little 5 count, a little quick ski. While Natty's stomping the bitch out, then help her out. Then Cora Jade comes out there, with the little small mini skateboard and shit. And doing some work, doing some dirt. Now we're gonna have a tag match. So, but no, I wasn't too mad about anything.
Stixie Drip. We get Nikita right at the top of the hour. That body all over the screen versus Lash Legend. What did you think?
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've all seen worse matches that have started off TV shows. Circa, go back and watch past episodes.
Wednesday night. You know what? No.
Go back and watch.
CM Punk match.
Go back and watch previous Tripod episodes. You'll know. But no, it wasn't bad. I mean, Nikita got the win, and now we're going to get a tag team match that will help further 2 feuds. So I wasn't mad at it. I mean, like if it was just a nitpick, like Cesar said, Lash should have sold the finisher just a little bit longer. But I mean, they're going to learn. I mean, you're going to learn this stuff on the with just more matches. So I wasn't mad at it.
Up next, Roddy laying down the law to the Creeds about stepping up their game. Says they will face the Viking Raiders next week. White Khali with Robert Stone versus Tony D. Of course, because was it Zion Quinn was not cleared to wrestle. So
yep.
Tony D was a replacement. The crowd very pro Tony. White Khali in full control. Wade and Vic made sure to make it known that since White Khali and Robert Stone have joined forces, that White Khali is on a different level now.
Excuse me. It is Mr. Stone.
White Khali dominates throughout commercial picture-in-picture. When White Khali is on my screen, all of my interest is gone. Luckily, Brown Order attacked Tony D, making this interesting. White Khali wins after a big boot, not even close to being as excellent as Test's boot. Test has the best. Big ups to Test. Cesar's dropped his name last week on the Tripod, I believe.
Goddamn right. If you fuckers didn't Google that shit, like I told you.
You didn't Google it. If you didn't Google it, you pause this podcast right now.
Right now, because you watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Pause this shit.
You have
this shit right now.
You get on your phone, you Google that while you have us on the main screen.
Damn right. Because if you hit back, well, I know you iPhone users can't hit back, but you motherfuckers make this a small screen. And you go back up in that search bar. You put Test Boots WWF. You gotta put the F back in, nigga. Because he was there before they got the F out. Put them shits in there. Should be a compilation. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now.
And if you're the lazy Jake type who will watch it a Hulu cut, if you want a Hulu cut of Test Boot, just Google Test Titantron, because that song is slapping. Plus, you see Test, bam, hitting that boot on motherfuckers. Nobody did it better. God rest your soul, Test. Andrew, whatever your last name was.
Bitch, just type Test Boots WWF. It's 20 minutes. 45 seconds, click the first goddamn one, you son of a bitch, and you enjoy. Sit back, get your popcorn, get you some beer, get you some pretzels, and enjoy, bitch. God damn.
Six, your thoughts on the Viking Raiders being injected into NXT and White Khali versus Tony D. What did you think?
Good on WWE for bringing Viking Raiders down to NXT. I mean, it'll be a good match for the Creed brothers. And This man, I mean, ever since White Khali's gotten with Mr. Stone, this man has gotten fined and suspended, but hasn't seen any of the suspension time and hasn't had to pay a dime of those fines. And was able to get himself for this match. Was this match, I mean, I would have liked to have seen Tony D win, but I think we kind of knew what was going to happen because of what happened last week. Brown Order comes out. Leader Santos does the mafia hit on young Tony, gets a little bit of revenge on him, allowing White Khali to win. So I wasn't mad at it. I mean, we got young Tony, we got Santos and the Brown Order, and White Khali got some TV time. So it was a win-win all around.
Cesar, the Viking Raiders, injected into NXT, and then White Khali versus Tony D.
This guy on the first compilation is the GOAT. He's got him in alphabetical order. First, he was hitting Albert. Now he was hitting Boss Man. Now he's hitting Big Show. He's booting them in alphabetical order. Go watch it. Yeah,
that's actually pretty impressive.
That's my man.
Alphabetically, that's pretty good.
And that's just what I saw while I was watching. While y'all was talking, I was still listening. I ain't disrespecting y'all like that. But my man put them in alphabetical order. So, wait till he starts kicking people like Rock and Triple H. Really gonna sell that damn thing.
That dude has more spare time than I do.
Yeah, way more. My man made a 20-minute compilation of Tesla. You know how many tapes he probably had to go through?
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if you can find half this shit on the network. You know what he had to go through to get them boots? 2, Viking Raiders. I like this new version of NXT. I hate it because people are going to get fired over it. But if you're going to start bringing down guys who you're not using on main, who had success in NXT, to build up people in NXT, I am totally fine with that because that means you have faith in the people who are there and that they will be called up. Y'all fucked up with whoever y'all released this week. Y'all missed the boat on that shit. Well, I don't know about Persia. She only had a couple matches, but she was fine. She got thick AIDS. Y'all fucked up with Dakota Kai though.
No.
Yeah, y'all fucked up with Dakota Kai, and y'all fucked up with the God of Goats. I know what you did. You know what you did. Fucking con man. You know what you did. You fucking up. I'll put Triple H back in charge and let's get this shit back on the road. But yeah, if you want to bring down people who had success in NXT and get them back up, I am all fine with that. But yeah, y'all fucked up getting rid of Cesaro because he could have went back down. Had great success down there. Anybody who released on main roster could have went back to NXT and killed it. So y'all fucking up. But no. I thought, Viking Raiders, great. We're gonna see them later. I think this is a good idea. Natty's down there right now. Dolph had his run down there. I think this is a really, really great idea that has massively a lot of potential and could really improve whoever they see is the champ. To have guys who were especially who were NXT champ, guys like
Bring
Drew.
Shinsuke. Just bring Shinsuke back.
Shinsuke, Drew, Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode didn't get the chance to wrestle back down there. But I mean, they can put on some clinics. They can put on some classes.
Just wait till they bring Roman Reigns down to help Solo become NXT champion.
But then they'll bring probably Rollins back. Oh man, Rollins and Reigns back. Reigns I'm gonna win this championship too, and I'm gonna have all the gold.
Oh my God.
Hey, to say something, that Nathan Fraser, he trained with Rollins at his school. So don't be saying anything about it, because that might happen. That very well might happen.
She could be good. Could be good.
Good. Tony D versus White Khali, Cesar.
I was kind of care about Tony D no more. But see, the Italians mixing with these Mexicans over drugs has got me re-interested. You know what I'm saying? Santos trying to move, that fine China, through the States. And Tony D's hey, I got the ports. I got the boats. I have your people shipped back to Mexico. You know what I mean? I get in them tunnels. Now Santos is bitch, I got cocaine. These white girls love cocaine. You can't do shit without cocaine. I mean, you own Italian restaurants. I know half the cooks. sniff cocaine while they're making your mother's, chicken parmigiano. And, so now Tony D's like, man, fuck you. You're not bringing it anymore. These Mexicanos without social security numbers, And so they have their little spat about doing shit, you know what I'm saying? Got me interested again. So I'm kind of want to see where Tony D's going to go with it. And now he got them fucking, I don't know what the fuck these crackers are, the Goombas or whatever, backing him up. So he got a 3-man little squad. You know what I'm saying? He got his little mob hit squad with him. Santos been established. The Cocaine Cowboys got Electra. They've been established. They got a little sexy mamacita.
Cesar,
been established.
Speaking of cocaine, where did Deeb get her cocaine from? Was it Santos or was it?
Nah, man, she got that from the Clips because Pusha T is a famous rapper from Virginia and he raps about selling cocaine all the time. So she just came back home, went to Norfolk, hollered at King Push, put an album out. It's Almost Dry. That shit's a banger. I should listen to it. She got a little ounce from King Push. It's like, I gotta fight this, Japanese bitch. He's like, shit, 757. Gave her the fucking coke, and she hid that shit under the ring. Because Tony Skeets was like, you can hide her in the ring, but I get 3 lines off the top. She's like, yeah, I got your little old pack right here.
That's why you had to rewrite the show.
Let me say this. When the last time you heard it like this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she broke Tony off his little cut. You know what I'm saying? And Tony in the back, like, yo, y'all just let whatever happens this match. You know what I'm saying? And then she got the coke under the ring. The guy put it under there, before he set up the tables with the water. He was like, he threw it under there real quick. Only the people on the hard camera side saw him. He's like, what was that? And Serena was like, yeah, I'm getting this bitch high as shit. She gonna hit Aubrey with the kendo stick. Bye now, cocaine, bitch. And then that's how that happened. That's Streets 101. Y'all ain't ready for that. I see it happen because I know. I'm in the streets. But y'all don't know. So that's why I'm here to school y'all. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in Tony D again, but only because he's fucking with Santos. Hopefully one of these guys. Honestly, if Tony D kind of wins the skirmish off, I think he should fight possibly for the I almost said TNT bullshit. North American title, but I feel like if Santos kind of wins it out, he should move up to the NXT title and maybe start a feud there. I would not be mad at that. But yeah, these two. I don't care about Mike Khali. He's trash. He needs to go back to NXT UK and be trash. But NXT UK's got great wrestlers. He's the trashiest one.
No, he needs to go back to Mangria's favorite show, Level Up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to go when Great Khali's wrestling, I don't really pay attention to what's going on in the ring. Because I was looking for that slutty white bitch who's always out wearing them skimpy clothes in the ring watching. But she wasn't out there. So I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Maybe she was in the back.
That's a great transition because BJ and Fallon were hyped for their match, and Robert Stone's Hooker walks by, getting Jensen.
Whoa! She is an escort. She is an escort, not a hooker.
To which Wade says, "Simp alert!" Nathan Frazier debuts. Grayson Waller attacks the jobber who was about to face Nathan. It was Guru Raj. Shocking. Grayson makes fun of Chase U as well. Chase U heads to the ring and Nathan attacks Grayson, gets him out of the ring. That was a teachable moment. Next week, spring break-in. In 2 weeks, the women's breakout tournament begins. And throughout the night, we got promo videos from a few of the ladies that are going to be in this breakout tournament, which is going to be great. I can't wait to see that because one thing NXT is never misses on is the women's division. Up next, we get Katana Chance. That's right, folks. Katana Chance and Caden Carter versus Leon and Valentina. They go to commercial break right after they announce this. We get Butter Putty interviewed on the when they come back. Grayson Waller approaches. Kenzie is the worst at life. They walk off together. The match starts. It's funny that the day the new DLC for 2K22 drops, that includes a wrestler formerly known as Casey Cannizzaro, we get the Katana name change. Valentina had Caden in the octopus stretch, in which Caden's nose was buried in Valentina's sniz, and Wade, with perfect timing, if you don't believe me, go back and watch it, says that she can smell the victory. Dude, I was about to jump on my fucking phone and text both you guys. That was the line of the week right there. Anyway,
that right there is a teachable moment.
Anyway,
right
Katana and Caden win. Jensen was jumped backstage. Speaking of name change, we get the Alba Fire video package. So that's 2 name changes on top of Del Toro from last week in the Brown order. But Cesar, your thoughts on Nathan Frazier trying to debut and Grayson Waller sticking his nose in his business?
Yeah, like I said, Grayson Waller is the up and coming best heel in NXT. Because you can do something like this where maybe if you didn't want to have Nathan Russell and start off wrestling, he can at least still debut. You can get the crowd behind him because he hates your the best heel on the card, in theory. And then look good doing it. And then team up with the old Bretsky, old teacher Bretsky and his A student, and make it a teachable moment and whatnot. I'm totally fine with this because Grayson is the shit heel, but he doesn't need to look strong and thing like this because the guy just really kind of just knocked him out of the ring, hit him with a tope. He didn't get a victory, but knocked him out of the ring. And then joined in on the catchphrase, and that is a teachable moment. Joined in on the catchphrase, get the crowd behind you, get some crowd hype around you. Be like, all right, kid's a young kid, he can go. He's from NXT UK. Make people be like, I got the network. Maybe I should look up some NXT UK and see if the guy's got some talent or not. Trust me, he does. Your bitches watch NXT UK. Shit's good.
Katana, Chance, and Caden Carter versus Leon and Valentina.
I'm not mad at this because now I feel like they're, I don't want to say taking her seriously because she's been there for a while, but she's always, it's like she got there on her name because of what she got famous for. Kind of like Miz. They still called him Mike Mizanin when he first got there, and he didn't say that because that was his name, but he referred to himself as the Miz. So she referred herself as her name, and which was famous and got her there. And now she's like a core part, so she has her like WWE name. You know what I'm saying? Like this is her WWE name. What's her name? Katana Chance?
Yeah.
Still her same initials. So like it's a part of her, but it's like her and they're like, I don't know how to explain it. When you can say nigga around your black friends and you ain't black. You know what I'm saying? They when you are invited to the cookout, you know what I'm saying? This is what happens. She is invited to the WWE cookout. You know what I'm saying? You can come over. Like, hey man, I'm having a cookout, family coming over. Hey, Sticks, if you free, swing by around 7:00. And he knows to show up at 7:15. We really ain't even getting started until 7:30. But he knows we're going to be drinking some Hennessy. We're going to be cooking some good food. Don't put raisins in the potato salad. You know what I'm saying? And just bring your stupid ass over. Actually, just bring some liquor. You don't got to bring no food. We cooking out. But he's invited. And if I say he invited, I'm going to go, this is my man Sticks. Sticksy Drip Drip. They're going to be like, I don't know what this white boy did to get his respect. But I fucks with him. If Cesar said he fucks with him, I fucks with him. Especially if he bring over some Henny. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, he fucked black women." And he's
bottles. I'm bringing 2 bottles. I'm bringing 2 bottles.
See, he should. Then next thing you know, he's gonna be hanging out with my uncle more than I am. Uncle gonna be taking his ass fishing and shit on the weekend. My granddad gonna be asking him, "Hey, Sticks, give me a ride to the hospital, nigga. I gotta get my prostate exam." You know what I'm saying? Dumb shit like that. He's family now.
I'm gonna be bringing so much Henny over. They're gonna be calling me Henny Drip Drip instead of.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, yo, they're gonna be asking Auntie when she cooking. Hey, Sticks coming? I ain't talked to him now, bitch. I gotta work this weekend. I'm getting overtime. So see, so
I'm gonna be.
like,
Cesar's gonna come home and I'm already there.
I'm like, how does nigga get a call before I did? Y'all better send me a plate.
I got a plate and a shot ready for Cesar when he walks in the door.
He got a to-go plate. And he's still there. He already got a to-go plate packed up. That's what I feel like this is. She finally got her to-go plate. She got some goddamn respect.
I forgot where you got off on this tangent. I was like, where did they start with this?
Yeah. I knew where I was going. So finally, Casey Catanzaro, you know, I
was just picturing Sticks hanging out with your family. That's why I forgot we were talking about.
It should be the lit time, man. Long nigga can play some dominoes and some spades. You know what I'm saying? We out here. So yeah, she finally got invited to her cookout. You know what I mean? She finally there. She got the hen dog. She got a plate. She got some ribs and a burger and some baked beans. Big Mama done saved her a plate and saved her a piece of cheesecake on the way out. You know what? Salute to you, Katana Chance. You got your name. You out here doing work, doing dirt. You got your best friend you make TikTok with, and y'all popping off on the top, getting famous, doing shit. You got your real name. It's not even your government name no more. Yeah, your checks will say your government name, but you got your name, and the crowd even chanted, "Let's go, Katana." And you did some crazy cracker shit like you always do. So salute to you.
What do you think about KLR is now Alba Fire?
Apparently that was her old name. Maybe some indie shit. I'm not mad at it. I like the KLR initials because she was like that. To coin a phrase, on NXT UK, she was that bitch. And because it always reminds you of Killer, and she would kill people in the ring. That's what she had to do to get over. And I see that Our Lady Pam said she wants to wrestle Alba Fire. And I wouldn't be mad at that. That lady went back down to NXT. And she got to fight some of them bitches down now. No, I don't know what my wallet is, but I'm broke. But I'm sure somebody would be giving out that free money, girl. That's Monopoly, cash in your favor. Free money. Ass go, my nigga. Our Lady Pam down at NXT would not be mad at that, showing them bitches how it gets done.
It sticks. The name changes have happened so often now. I'm kind of numb to it. Like at first I was like, oh, what? He dropped Cesaro's name. Oh, you dropped Rusev's name. Now I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. I get it. Vince McMahon wants to.
Wait, he dropped Ciampa's name, right? It's just Tommaso.
I have no idea.
Isn't it just
Ciampa?
Ciampa?
It's one or the other. It's either Tommaso or Ciampa. Yeah.
I think they dropped Tommaso. It's just Ciampa now, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Sticks, your thoughts on the whole Nathan Frazier, Grayson Waller situation?
This was really big for Nathan Frazier. I mean, like Cesar said, if you've watched UK, you know what this guy can do. And them kind of stashing and waiting for his actual, legit in-ring debut, that's going to be good. And having him go against Grayson Waller, that's even better for this guy. I mean, this guy can go. Him and Waller put on a good match. And he got the crowd, with Teacher Bretsky U come in the ring and them having a moment with him. That was even better for him. So that allowed him to get more over with the fans. And the women's tag match, I mean, I was surprised it didn't happen sooner because they kind of changed their gimmick. They started having them become like rave girls, and then they had them start coming out with the Daft Punk looking shoulder pads. So this was just a matter of time that they were going to change her name. I wouldn't have been mad if they just changed their names just to Caden and Casey. I mean, you could have done K and K, or you could still do that. I'm not mad at it. I mean, like Cesar, it's still the same initials. So, I mean, they're a good, really good. They're one of the better women's tag teams that they got down there. So I think they're uncrowned. They're really, in my opinion, I think they're uncrowned champions. So I'm not mad at that. And KLR being changed to Alba Fire. When are they gonna come out with those crazy AF shirts? When they're gonna be crazy Alba Fire?
Yeah.
Well, we know it's gonna be a spin of words because we all know what AF on really means. So when are they gonna start pushing those shirts? I mean, that's just a matter of time before that happens. So
I'm buying that shit.
Are you listening, Ben?
Yeah, it's good.
Up next, Brown Order out minus Santos to face off against Fallon and Briggs in a weird handicap mixed tag. Robert Stone makes it known that Jensen's wandering eyes got him attacked by White Khali. Meanwhile, Briggs fighting both Brown Order boys. Fallon holding her own against Elektra. The ladies fight their way into the crowd as Del Toro and Wild put away Briggs. Natty and Lash interviewed trash talking Corey and Nikita. The North American champion Cameron Grimes joins commentary as we have Solo Sikoa versus Trick Williams with Mello.
Yep.
Trick attempts to use his baby oil power to conquer the Street Fighter. Vic and Grimes teasing Wade on commentary is kind of funny. Uso Splash takes care of Trick. Grimes gets in the ring to pay his respects when Mello pie faces Solo out the way. Solo, of course, reacts, but accidentally super kicks Cameron Grimes, sticks. What did you think of the handicap mixed tag? And then Solo versus Trick.
I wasn't mad at it. I mean, Brown Order, they got the win, but Briggs and Fallon, or Jensen and Fallon, they look strong. I mean, they put up a pretty good fight, but I mean, you all knew what was going to happen. So I wasn't mad at it. And Trick and Solo, that wasn't a bad match. I mean, for the one time out of maybe 6-7 months that we get to see Trick actually in the ring wrestle, I wasn't mad at it. And then the chaos that ensued afterwards. I mean, Solo didn't look like he was surprised or angry that he super kicked Cameron. So maybe he didn't mean to do it. Maybe he did. Who knows? But it's helped set up for that triple threat championship match at Spring Break-In. So it wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't bad. So we got Mello on commentary. So he was vibing with Wade and Vic. So I wasn't mad at it.
It was Grimes on commentary, by the way.
I wasn't mad at that either. They were back and forth. Him and Vic were on the same page, and they were kind of picking on Wade. So I didn't have any problems with it.
Cesar, we have the handicap mixed tag, and then Solo versus Trick.
The handicap mixed tag ended up all right, and because he could always tag out to old girl. It was just that, like, Elektra would always tag out to one of the guys, and that's how it should be. Like, yeah, if Briggs was getting overpowered, he could always tag in to get some rest, and then when Elektra was getting overpowered, she could tag out to one of the Delgado guys. So yeah, it was definitely a good match. And then, yeah, when the woman got off, yeah, he had to get hit by the 2-on-1, just couldn't beat it. And yeah, Mr. Stone. Let it be known that it was White Khali who injured old Crocker. Hit him in his jerk hand so he couldn't jerk off to old Sophia because she was walking by looking hot. Couldn't beat his meat to her tonight. Sucks to be you, man. Hey, as Pat McAfee once said, it's great to be great, and it sucks to suck. And so, hey, sucks for him that night. Couldn't beat his meat to old Sophia or whatever. And then what was after that shit?
It was Solo versus Trick.
Oh, yeah. My man, the straight nigga versus Trick. Getting up in that ring for the first time. Get that baby all. Yeah, I'm a body to put this shit all over me. So I can be slick Trick up in the ring. One of the first times getting himself a match. Too bad, fuck around with a street nigga. And yeah, old Grimy on the jank. And then, yeah, at one point he said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's fine, Wade. It's fine, I don't have to be pinned to win it, but if I do win this title, you know where I'm going with it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Where you going, Grimes? To the that shit had me pop just when they were fucking with Wade so much. On the commentary, and then old sick Dick Vic, just pissing off Wade the whole time. So you've been talking all this shit about Cameron Grimes. No, he's a phenomenal champion, blah, blah, blah. So, Wade got to do his fuck shit. Old sick Vic in the wing. Mello's fine because it's trying to make Solo tired before the match, for the big three-way match. But no, it was a fine match. Yeah, Trick. As we know, Trick hasn't had much ring time or even really had a match, right? Was it technically his first match?
Who,
Did he
Trick?
say that? Yeah, Trick.
No, Trick. He's had a match before, but
Had a match before, but yeah, still early in his career. So yeah, put him with the street nigga. They put on a fine match. And then yeah, Mello gets in the ring. Pine Cameron Grimes getting what the fuck y'all all getting in the ring? Oh, y'all motherfuckers fighting, man. Why y'all need to get in the ring? But yeah, totally fine with it. Yeah,
my favorite part of that match was Trick's facial expression when Solo got pissed. I remember Trick was like, "Oh shit!"
He's like, "Oh shit!" He was like, "I got to be more careful."
Up next, the Hard R's backstage. Idris and the Cape hypes up Malik. They about
Cool
to be
Running. Shout out to Cool Running
by the Viking Raiders. Sting is DVRing this so he can rub one out before Dynatrash Wednesday. We get Brown Order celebrating backstage, and then the Hard R's take on the Viking R's. The crowd loved them some Viking Raiders. This beating inspired by American History X, as the Viking Raiders destroy these young men.
Murdered them.
Yeah, pretty much. Double power bomb finishes the match. I guess they don't do the Viking experience anymore.
They didn't know that shit.
Or they didn't need to. I don't know.
Yeah.
They do shake hands after the Creeds come out to stare and shout. We get a very soul-searching Wes Lee video on the beach. Caesar, what did you think of this? Hard R's versus the Viking R's.
The Hard R's got to steal Cool Runnings to come out into the match. I got pride. I got power. I'm badass mofo. I don't take nothing from nobody. What? Y'all weren't even alive when Cool Runnings was out. I remember Cool Runnings. These Hard R's weren't even alive. Cool Runnings was out. Then they come here, man. This shit was set up by Massa. See, Massa was tired. The damn Hard R's was leaving the farm too much to wrestle, and he hired two of the big thick neck, cracker hunters. You know what I'm saying? To come out here. He hired these Viking Raiders to come out here to teach the Hard R's some lessons. I'm like, look, I ain't seen a whipping this bad since Denzel was in Glory. He was fucking a slave fighting for the army with Matthew Broderick, and he took them 6 lashes. He cried. Y'all remember that scene? Oh, y'all old enough to remember that scene. Y'all young crackers, watch Glory. Watch Denzel classics.
Well, boy, for the younger ones, you could just go back to 12 Years a Slave.
12, oh man, God, yeah.
That was pretty bad.
God damn. They whooped that nigga 12 Years a Slave too. But still, the Hard R's took a harder whooping than that. This shit was like when Django got the whip and Django Unchained and he beat that white cracker on the farm in that blue ass suit. This whipping was harder than that. Girl, this whipping was hard. Yeah. Oh, man, I don't even know if they got their ham sandwich on the bus when they went back. They couldn't even eat. They was hurt.
What are you talking about? The one guy had to use his money that he got from getting caught and that he would normally get the sandwich to buy that new jacket that he
that cape. That cape.
Yeah,
he whole cape.
He bought that. He brought the fucking Wakanda cape.
Yeah, that nigga thought he was more of a super nigga than Bobby Lashley. He had that damn cape on. Ooh, he thought he was super nigga. He got his ass whipped. That shit was the Viking kryptonite for super nigga that day. Let me tell you, bitch.
Those guys, he got beat by the 2 guys from Ragnarok.
That's what I'm saying. That motherfucker spent his whole week of ham sandwich and sour cream and onion chip money on that goddamn cape.
On his own cape. He literally worked on it so he can get his 5 seconds of fame.
Yeah,
and then it was gone.
He spent all his level up money. He leveled up the super nigga, but it won't Bobby Lashley because that's the real super nigga. So y'all don't understand. Bobby Lashley's DNA has been passed down from slave farms from 1683, where they took the biggest, strongest slave male and the biggest, strongest slave female and made them fuck. That's where Bobby Lashley comes from. That nigga is a super nigga for real. I seen it.
That stuff is more valuable than the shit that they use in Jurassic Park.
I seen, yeah, bitch. They got that shit out of dirt. They got that shit out of dirt.
Cesar, you know, the first thought that popped into my head when I saw Idris with that cape was James Brown. I don't know why. You know, James Brown, he had the cape.
Look. Well, his dumb ass won't move it like James Brown. If James Brown would have slipped, slided, and sung his ass up out of that ring, not to get power bombed by them two thick neck crackers. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That cracker thought he could do that. That boy thought he was gonna save the world. Couldn't even save himself. Damn Viking Raiders fucked his whole couch up, boy. They was Rick James all kinds of high, putting feet up on everywhere. Fucking his couch, fucking his kitchen, his living room. Jesus Christ. And then that other motherfucker who had pride power, that shit went out the window. Soon as that thick neck cracker was throwing him all around the ring, that 400-pound beast sitting on his chest and shit. God damn. That nigga had a bird chest, and then when that cracker sat on it, that shit was concave, nigga. That shit looked like some anime shit when you get punched in the gut too hard. You see Tweety birds come out your eye. That's what that nigga looked like.
He got Kofi chest.
He got worse than that. Now, if there's something worse than Kofi, I don't know what that shit is. That nigga shit is caved on the inside out. That motherfucker looked like an X-ray on the live side. That's what that shit looked like. I saw that nigga's lungs. That motherfucker breathed deep. But he came in and said, ooh. I said, damn, that's what lungs look like through skin. I seen that shit. That's some Dr. House shit. That nigga got fucked up. He had to go see Dr. House after the match. No, you fucked up when you got to go see Dr. House. You got some incurable shit.
Well, Sticks, before we move on, what were your thoughts on the massacre of the fucking Hard R?
We had the boys from the far north meeting the boys from the deep south. The boys from the deep south.
Shit was a reverse. That shit was a civil war all over again. So the South's on rise again.
Them Viking Yankees went to town. I mean, they didn't even need the freaking guy coming out with the battle flute to let you know the war was coming. It was done. I mean, it was.
I heard a rumor that the whole match is being rewatched by the Klan right now. So Krakus was beating Darky so bad that the Klan watches that shit on repeat. I heard. That's what I heard, man. It's a rumor. It's in the streets. I mean, I gotta get off Twitter.
What are you talking about?
But I heard it's a rumor.
That's in the Klan's Titantron when they come out to the
probably if the Klan comes to APW, that's their Titantron.
Yeah. But hey, freaking
fuck.
The boys from the deep south of Wakanda. Hey, they got TV times. I ain't mad at them.
They got it.
They got on the bus.
Yeah.
They made it up there. They got on TV.
Hold on. Breaking news. My guy at AEW said Sting has jerked off to this clip 3 times. He's watched this match at least 3 times and jerked off to it and popped every time. Every time he's popped.
He's got a splat screen in his coffin when he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's just on a loop. And when he wakes up, they literally have a handle to help pick him up out of the coffin.
Yeah. Because he ain't got no leg because he jerked off to it too much.
If anybody, I mean, I wish I could put this past 10 minutes of just this. Everyone to see that was fucking hilarious, man. Okay, before I have a heart attack. Tony D, he finally introduces us to his wise guys, Troy Two Dimes and Channing Lorenzo.
Okay.
They're called Sticks. A sit-down arranged for spring break-in. Roxanne Perez versus Mandy Rose with Gigi and JC. Did you say Nexus? Vic. Oh, no, that's Vic. Did you say Nexus? Vic asked during a Wade rant. I should call them so they can come kick your ass, Wade says. Ooka booka. Roxanne keeps attempting roll-ups, trying to get the upset. Roxanne bites Mandy's fingers. Look like Roxanne took a page out of Stallion Pete's book and starts attacking the Hand of Rose. Big ups, of course. Roxanne playing games with the champ during commercial picture-in-picture. She's actually bringing it to Rose. She's kind of giving off AJ Lee vibes to me, minus the punk stank. Crowd chanting, "Let's go, Roxy." Crowd is very much into this match, which they should because it's really good. I like this match. It's a shame Gigi and JC are going to ruin this. That's what I thought at the time I was making these notes. Oh, I guess not. Mandy hits the running knee and pins for the win, even though Mandy's legs were under the ropes. Sleepy Chew tries to super soak Toxic A, but drops a net on them instead. Get them some scissors. They can't breathe, Wade says. And then a silly string attack after.
Yep.
What the fuck are we doing here? Shoosh, Wade tells Vic during the spring break-in rundown. Then we get the preview to the end segment of the night. The Gacy Druids surround him as he gets ready to change the world. And just because it was dumb, I'm going to go through it. Joe Gacy out. He talks his fuck shit as the Druids surround the ring. Rick Steiner comes out looking like Larry the Cable Guy. He says Braun is going to compete at Spring Break-In. The Druids about to jump Rick when Braun comes out and cleans house. Gacy knocks him down. The Druids pass the NXT Championship to Gacy. The end of the episode sticks. We finally get to know Tony D's wise guys. We get Roxanne versus Mandy. We get the Joe Gacy segment. What did you think of all that shit?
Yeah, we finally meet Mario and Luigi to help Tony. So that was a nice little couple of minutes that we got. Roxanne and Mandy. This was really big for Roxanne. I mean, this was something well deserved too. I mean, we talked about her last week.
Yeah.
She's really well seasoned. So this was a match that she could do. She looked strong, but in the end, Mandy got the win. It looked like Mandy might have injured, was it like her hamstring or her knee or something like that?
Something like that.
But it wasn't too badly injured. And then we get the Dark Fudge It Club segment. We get JH with his Druids and Braun Breaker with his dad, which big ups to his dad for getting some more TV time. Just building this up. I mean, Braun came out. The minute I saw him drop that NXT championship right at the beginning of the ramp before he came up there, I was like, that's going to come into play. He's going to get his ass whooped, and figured that was somehow they were going to get down there to Gacy for it. And the long, drawn out passing all the way from the Druid Congo line from the beginning to the Gacy. So maybe this is foreshadowing going into next week. Maybe not. But that was a different way to close it out. Braun looks somewhat strong, but the numbers game comes into effect. So not a bad way to close out NXT 2.0.
Cesar. We get Tony D's Gumas, or however he said it. Roxy versus Mandy, and then Joe Gacy and Braun closing out the night.
Yeah, man. So we had Wario and Waluigi out here doing their dumb shit. They're teaming with the Dawn of NXT. He gave them names. The crackers look basic as fuck. They look the same. I bet both of them probably look both bald and shit. So we ain't gonna be able to tell these assholes apart.
The Basham.
Not like a fucking the Imperium crackers. At least one of them had hair. And then this was a really good match though. Roxy and Mandy Rose. Yeah, she had to fight with the measuring clit of NXT. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that shit. We all know Roxy can go. She good as shit. And I wouldn't be surprised, man, if like they're really trying to shock some waves, get one of these young broads, take it off Mandy. I don't see Mandy losing anytime soon though. Just because she never had a championship and she seems in a good role here. But yeah, no, this was a really fine match, and I did not watch any of that ending part that you guys talked about. I thought it was a vignette because it started off with like him giving the ring again. So I just hit stop and then deleted it. I did not know there was a whole fucking thing after it. I honestly did not know anything about that Druid shit, some fake Undertaker Druid shit. Didn't know about him calling his crack ass out. I got no fucking clue. Didn't know this shit existed.
Hey Sticks, how'd you like Rick Steiner's generic stock rock fucking theme song when he came out?
I had to stop there. I'm like, this guy had a singles run for a hot minute. Yeah, this is some fucking shit that they had on the cutting floor. Like, yeah, it's good. He's just gonna be on TV like once a year, if even that. So let's just throw it out there. He'll drown it out with the dog barks anyway. So fuck it. Who cares?
It's the default theme for fucking create a character on 2K22.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, next week is NXT Spring Break-In. We'll just throw some predictions in here in no particular order. Nathan Frazier makes his debut versus Grayson Waller. I'll say Nathan is going to shine in this match. Cesar?
Yeah, why do you have to go ruin it like that? Because Nathan got over earlier, so I feel like Grayson Waller is probably gonna win.
I want that, but why would you have this dude debut and lose like that? If he's as amazing as you say he is, and they don't want him to debut on regular NXT episode, they do it for spring break.
Because it's his first match, and usually you lose your first match, just like A-Kid did. No, A-Kid won his first match and then lost that triple main event. I'm gonna say Nathan too.
Sticks?
Fuck it. I'll go with Grayson.
Yeah, he's a smart pick.
He'll do some fuck shit, then he'll do that fucking fruit booty fucking through the rope stunner.
Through the rope shit, yeah.
Sangha forgives him and licks his balls. Creeds versus the Vikings.
Tiffany Stratton will distract Nathan Frazier.
That's true. That could happen. Creeds versus Vikings. I will say Creeds. Because Creeds. Cesar?
Yeah, they won. So I'm gonna say Viking Raiders.
Okay. Viking Raiders. Sticks.
I'll go Creeds. I'll go with the Creed brothers.
Should we just do our punishments, just assigning people to live tweet things? Because that's actually more funner than
that is more funner than
the other things that we have each other do. So we'll just pick
even though you have to like live tweet dark or some dumb shit, it's still fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a pun. It's not even really a punishment. It's just something fun that we.
It's just something you have to do that you have to think of. But like, I mean, you still hate dark.
Yeah, but I think that's cool. We'll just pick a show for us. So it's all live tweet. Give it up for Sticks for coming up with that in the first place. That was good, Sticks. You the man. Up next, Natty and Lash versus Cora and Nikita. I'm gonna go with Lionface and Lash for this one.
You're going to heels?
I'm going to heels. I think they're gonna have Cora take out Natty on possibly a bigger show, maybe a takeover. And Nikita and Lash, I think they can just draw this feud out till eventually Nikita's gonna go over. But
Nikita's won twice though.
Okay, so what do you say, Cesar?
No, I'm also going heels.
Okay,
because Nikita's won twice, but yeah, Natty would beat in the tag match, and then like you said, Cora would win on a pay-per-view
because she's facing her idol.
Yes.
What say you, Sticks?
Yeah, I gotta go with the heels on this one.
Okay. Alrighty, up next, the North American Championship Triple Threat match. It's Cameron Grimes versus Solo Sikoa versus Carmelo Hayes. I'm gonna have Sticks pick first.
No, like it's a hard pick.
How about we all just pick someone different?
I was gonna go with Solo. I was
gonna go with Grimes.
I'll go Mello. How about we do that? Okay.
Six, you say you go with Solo?
Oh yeah, I'm going with the Street Man.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm not in the family yet, so I gotta.
You gotta name this episode the Street Man, just so they have to wait all fucking episode.
Okay,
To
there
hear
we go.
why it's called the Street Man.
Okay, Street Man. Okay, let me get this straight. Me, Mello, Stick Solo, Cesar Grimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the main event. It's Braun Breaker versus Joe Gacy. I'm gonna throw this one right in the garbage. Joe Gacy wins the NXT Championship. Cesar.
Hold on, I'm writing down for you watered down JH.
Cesar.
Actually, JH is the watered down AC. That's right. That different. Yeah, fucking LeBron Breaker ain't gonna win. LeBron Breaker's winning. I mean, LeBron Breaker's gonna win.
Sticks.
Yeah, I gotta go Braun Breaker. I mean, part of me thinks that maybe he's gonna get called up, but
He's
I don't think
already so
That's-
lame. They should have let Dolph carry it.
yeah,
LeBron Breaker is ruined. He's already ruined.
yeah, they've ruined this guy. So I mean, you got to start building him up to at least maybe the Survivor Series pay-per-view.
Caveats, gentlemen. Does anyone have anything in mind? Because I don't.
I'm gonna pick some function. I got two. I'm gonna just pick Senga comes out and costs Grayson the match.
Senga costs Grayson his match. Sticks, caveat.
I'm actually gonna say that Tiffany's going to help Grayson win his match.
Butter Putty helps Grayson.
It's actually a good pick.
Okay. Mangria's caveat.
Somebody get stabbed.
Jake from State Farm. No. Mangria's caveat. Joe Gacy's newest sidekick
Is that one nigga?
is going to debut on the main event of Spring Break-In.
Okay.
Well, it can't be Draco because he got released.
So we get a new cult follower for Joe Gacy. Stick says Butter Putty helps Grayson win. And Cesar says Senga costs Grayson his match. It should be interesting to see on Spring Break-In. Gentlemen, thank you. We have reached the end of another Tripod episode. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. Thank you for all 7 of you who watched this. It's going to be, you know what? I don't give a fuck if there's under 10 people watching this. This was fun. That whole hard R segment and then the ultimate caveat discussion. I loved it. Thank you, gentlemen. This was fun. This was a good episode. And it's the Tripod. What was the title? The Street Man? Street Man?
The Street Man.
The Street Man. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I got the shirt. I made the shirt. I will post the link in the description to this episode. And we end the episode, as always, big ups to Stallion Pete, you asshole Sticks.